Hi everyone and welcome to Display Repair. In the past years you've watched our videos about car repairs and the majority of those videos was shown on the Skoda Fabia. This may give the impression that the Fabia is a troublesome car, but trust me, it's the exact opposite. In this video you'll see why the Fabia is a superb product even after 20 years of exploitation. So stay tuned. DisplayRepair.com. Be sure to visit us at our website displayrepair.com, where you can find more useful car and driving tips. Before we start, you can take a look at our similar video where we talk about why you should buy a used Skoda in general. If you're thinking about buying one, this video should help in making a decision. Link for the full video in the card in the corner or on the link in the description. The engine. In my Fabia, there is the 1.4 16-valve 101 brake horsepower petrol engine. It is a very good engine in its class. The highlights of it are the durability, the quality build, a good response to the gas pedal, and a good amount of torque for a petrol engine. In my country, it is less popular than the very cherished 1.9 TDI engine, but is, in my opinion, equally good. A testimony to that is 200,000 kilometers on the clock, or perhaps more, without any major problems whatsoever, and the engine is still running strong. It is a similar case with all the other engines from this generation and newer generations also. Fuel consumption. The next good thing on the Skoda Fabia is its fuel consumption. On average, on my Fabia, I get a fuel consumption of 5.5 to 7 liters of petrol for every 100 kilometers. The maximum consumption of 7 liters is with 4 passengers. When the air conditioning is on, there is a full trunk, and I was driving constantly on the highway at around 130 kilometers per hour. If you have less load and you're gentle on the gas pedal, you can easily achieve under 5 liters for every 100 kilometers with this car. For a 100 brake horsepower engine, these values seem very fair. The maintenance. Regarding maintenance, the Fabia is one of the champions in its class for sure. Most of the parts and services are widely available. In most cases, you can buy the parts without any waiting and delay. Also, most of the repairs are done without any drama, and the majority of shops are acquainted with these cars, especially in Europe. A big factor for this is an engine and undercarriage that is well thought out on this car and mechanic friendly. It does have its downsides, of course, but what car doesn't? The anti-corrosion. This is where the Fabia shines. What can I say? Even after 200,000 kilometers on the clock, bad road conditions, snow, rain, salt on the roads, the Fabia bodywork and undercarriage are as good as new. The anti-corrosion or anti-rust protection is top-notch, and if the car hasn't been in an accident and the coating from the factory is not damaged, it can last for decades. The same goes for the bodywork. The sills, fenders, and everything else is still from the factory. I must mention that some series have a problem with the lacquer on the hood and roof, like in this case, but this is successfully solved for a relatively small amount of money at the body shop. The ride. The Fabia will give you the impression that you're driving an upper-class car. It sits on the road near perfectly, it's stable even when doing some serious cornering, and there aren't any surprises even when pushing the limits. This is mainly because of a stiffer setting of the suspension, I think, which may feel a bit bumpy when you're driving, but that's more a matter of preference than actually any kind of problem. All in all, a very impressive ride for its class. The trunk or the boot. Regarding the trunk, also known as the boot, it's enough to say that you can load a Euro pallet into the trunk. That's how large it is. If that's not enough for you, you can, for instance, lower the back seats and get enough space to put a mattress and sleep inside. I've driven a complete sofa in a box with the Fabia. That's enough said, I think. A well-made interior. The interior of the Fabia is very well made. Whatever you touch or use, you'll get a sense of quality, attention to detail, and functionality. The plastic for the dashboard, the trimming, the seats, various switches, using the pedals, how the doors close, and even how the gears precisely shift just puts a smile on your face. Even better, it's mostly the same even after 20 years of exploitation, which you can see here. The interior is not new, as you can see, but it's not very far from it, to be sincere. Besides this, although the Fabia is considered a small car, it can hold 4 grown-ups without it being cramped inside. The useful features. The Skoda logo, which is simply clever, is perhaps best explained with the features we're going to show you. They are not that significant perhaps, but makes the driver's life more comfortable and easier. Some of these features would be a parking ticket holder on the windscreen, a drink holder that folds into the center console, the glove compartment lid that turns into a tray for holding your drinks. The glove compartment is cooled, so you get a free refrigerator during driving. There's a small cubby on the left side of the steering wheel that is also cooled. There is a 12-volt socket in the trunk. There is a tire lid you can hang on the edge of the boot, and more. On some Skodas, you can even get an umbrella that you can pull out the front door. This particular characteristic follows all of the Skoda cars, even on the newest models, and this is one of their recognizable trademarks. In the end, I must express my sincere gratitude to Skoda as a car manufacturer, and especially for making the Fabia. I always regret that I couldn't have bought a new one, but even as a used car, I guarantee it's a best buy for sure, regardless of the engine and trim package. If you're considering buying a new car, definitely consider a Skoda if it's available in your country. As you'll see, all of them are well made and very good cars to drive. For all our US viewers, if you come across a Skoda dealership, be sure to visit them. It will be well worth your time for sure. In the realm of used cars, the Fabia and Skodas in general are a definite best buy for your money, even for ones that haven't been well kept and that may have been neglected. Thank you, Skoda, for giving my family and me years of carefree, safe, low-cost means of transportation, but at the same time putting a smile on my face every time I hit the road. So that's it for this time. We hope the video helps. Please like and subscribe. It's a huge help for what we're doing. Thanks for watching, and thanks for your time.